Hey out there, this is Diesel for We the People News. Alright, News 1 today, which is the only news I got today. House Bill 1757. Now, George Floyd, court's been going on for a couple of days now. And if it wasn't for the filming them, I'm a firm believer that officers would be walking away as right now. Whether you're for or against, that's for the cops to decide, or for the jury to decide, right? But the recording helped that case to proceed forward to the courts and not for the officers just to walk away. Now this hb 1757, alright, what in essence it is going to do is give officers more authority to back you further away from them when you record them. So for instance, again with the case of George Floyd, when the officers tell the people to kind of get further back, if they don't, they could be arrested. Okay? So, as the 5th District Courts in Texas says you're allowed to record Turner versus Driver. However, it did not give any certain amount of footage. It says reasonable. Okay? However, to an officer, a reasonable could be 500 feet from him, or 1,000 feet. So, this bill is actually very, very, very important for us to record, whether you're on Facebook and it's individuals, or some of the people out there does the cop watching and all that kind of stuff. You know, right now, when officers show up for like CPS, you know, somebody will file a complaint, you can record them and all that. But now what they do is you can tell them, well, you either have to stop recording or you're going to have to be 500 feet away from us or 1,000 feet away. Well, what evidence are you going to have to be able to protect yourself at that point in time, right? Their body cam's nice. We need to also make a law saying they cannot mute it or delete any of the videos, which they are allowed to do right now. So this is actually beneficial to we the people to be able to keep the government at bay. And what this is going to do is give them authority to get rid of us, basically. You know, we can't very well film 500 feet away and be able to get any information. And when the cops pull you over, all that kind of stuff, right? So this bill is very important to cancel out. And I don't know who's the one that came up with the bill. I heard the name. But this hurts us more than it helps us. And we need to really put a stop to this at head. Right now I was going through the committee today. So we're $1 late for the call in on that. As a matter of fact, it may be in progress right now. And since I didn't know about it, I didn't get to go travel to Austin and voice my opinion about it. However, I did call my representatives, and if it passed on through from committee to the representative, I did call my representative to let them know absolutely do not proceed any further on this. I did tell them, and that was misspoke, to be honest. that is a null and void deal. But since they did not put any restrictions on how far to go and all that, they can add to the bill how far up to the officer's discretion, 500 feet, 1,000 feet, 10 feet, okay? It does say reasonable, but, you know, our reasonable and their reasonable is contradictory to one another, right? Just to remind y'all, we have inalienable rights. We have the right to protect ourselves by any means necessary, okay? Not always by force, all right? So some people go by force and all that. We have our rights to protect ourselves through paperwork, through recording the officers or government officials, and by other means, okay? But if they pass this bill, then that just took part of our inalienable rights away from us by recording them. Again, with CPS, you're allowed to record them while they come to your house. But if they feel threatened by the recording, then they can either tell you to basically stop recording, or you had to get further away. Okay, because the officer feels threatened or whatever they want to use, right? Even though they're not threatened. Well, it is. Anytime you hold them accountable, it's a threat to them. So, we Texans need to call our representatives today, tomorrow, and the next day, and keep on them about this 1757. And let them know that this is not an okay bill. You need to drop it. It does not need to go any further than our representative of the House. Okay? And hopefully, it don't pass committee. But knowing our legislature and all that kind of stuff, it's going to pass. We'll see how that goes. They've gotten so many bills through there, it may not pass. But they're government officials, y'all. What benefits them is going to pass. What protects us is going to fail. Okay? So we got to really keep an eye on this, because it does benefit them, and this would be one of the bills that's highly likely it's going to pass. And I'm a firm believer in, they heard about Oklahoma making a bill about recording officers. So they're not saying not to record them. They're just saying the officers has got discretion, basically, whatever they feel like it. So if it's a 500 feet or 1,000 feet, like I said, no. We need to put a stop to it. And all the cop watchers and First Amendment auditors and all that out there, I know they don't believe in a lot of the government thing, but this is one of the very few times that you actually need to get in there and voice the opinion on this, and nip this in the bud. Because we don't want to fight this in the jail cell. We don't want to take it to any courts. Sometimes beneficial for us, but most of the time it's beneficial for the government. Remember, the judge is the cause and effect of recordings too. So it hurts them in a lot of ways also. So they may go really against this thing here, because it may, climb the stairs and affect them in the future. So they're going to nip it in the butt and say, hey, no, it's constitutionally okay for the officers to do it for their safety. So this is Diesel for We the People. Call your representatives in the state of Texas and nip this in the butt. And if we don't, then we're going to be fighting this in behind the jail cell. Because if you stand up for your rights, you're going to stand up for your rights behind bars. Or it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. So, yeah. Get on it, y'all. So, Diesel for We the People News. Bye.